10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Who are you?
My name is Bond.
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 James Bond.
What are you doing here? Looking for shells?
No, I'm just looking.
As you can see, I have no problem with female authority.
You sound like a cop to me.
Who's your connection?
Whoever she was must have scared the living daylights out of her.
Mr. Feckish is expecting me. I phoned him. Where is Feckish?
Where's Peckish? Where's Peckish?
He died rather suddenly, poor chap.
How did he die? Your contact? Not well.
He fell into a pulverizer at the works.
I think they were on their way to a funeral.
You okay, James? Where's your butler friend?
Oh, he blew a fuse.
Plenty O'Toole.
Named after your father, perhaps?
Rather a sweeping statement, considering we've never met.
And meanwhile, how do you kill 5 hours in Rio if you don't sample?
I've gotten the lich. Would you mind?
That depends on your definition of safe sex.
Can I do something for you, Mr. Bond?
Just a drink. A martini.
Shaken, not stirred. And for you?
Malt whiskey and brown water, please.
Bourbon, no ice, please.
Bollinger, 75.
I prefer the 53 myself.
Vodka martini. Shaken and stirred. Do I look like I give it down?
007 reporting for duty.
Where the hell have you been?
Enjoying death.
Coming to you live from CKLU, this is OJ Costello reporting for duty. 96.7 FM in Sudbury, Ontario. Real music.
Sorry, dead air. Got it. So, yeah, sorry. So anyway, of course, that was a little bit of an intro for James Bond, and yesterday was, of course, what Catherine said, that was, the, International James Bond Day, and just setting up, earphones for, my sister. Of course, this is where you listen to real music, with your host, OJ. And, of course, Catherine. So, this week, we decided to, maybe take a listen to, some James Bond stuff. And, we're going to, just, play a song from another James Bond song. The second movie, which is From Russia with Love. So we're just going to take a listen to it right now. And that was the title track from Russia with Love. It was the second movie of James Bond. Technically third.
Do I want to say that was Paul Anka?
No, it wasn't.
Terrible of me.
No, yeah. No, it was, of course, I am fumbling through my papers here. Because there's lots of James Bond stuff. If you go on the web, Google is an amazing tool. So, that was composed by, the memorable, John Barry, who's composed more James Bond films than any other composer. But it was also, I believe it was sung by Matt Morrow.
Good for Matt.
Yeah.
For Matt. He did good. He sounded a lot like Paul Anka.
Yeah. So, that wasn't really his, that was his only one he's done. And, of course, again, that was from Russia with Love, 1963. Now, of course, yesterday being International James Bond Day.
Global.
James
Bond Day.
James Bond Day. They released after, I think it was 7 minutes after midnight. So start the day, as it were. They released the title track for Skyfall.
No, by Adele.
Adele.
Ooh.
And hopefully, if we have enough time, we'll give it a listen there today. So we only have like. So just hot there, Bella. There you go. Hello. Of course, that was Goldfinger from the movie.
Goldfinger?
Goldfinger. So, and how is that, Catherine, with your volume on the earphones?
It's good, it's good, it's good.
It's good? Okay, so, we're still learning. I know this is our fourth show, so.
Your fourth show.
Yeah. So, aside from, all this, James Bond stuff that I crammed into my binder this week, we just happen to have some, other Hollywood news. And, Catherine, you have, a little bit of, maybe some positive news?
Alright, so we've got, a sequel coming to a sequel of another Yogi Bear movie. My sources don't say anything about who's coming back, if it's going to be Dan Aykroyd and Justin Timberlake, but that would be good. And, we've got the director is Jay Chandra.
Oh, the guy from,
Jay Chandra, director of, Super Troopers.
Oh, yes.
Or the man from Broken Lizard.
Yes.
Littering End, Littering End, Littering End. And what else have we got here? There's trailers up for Rob Zombie's The Lords of Salem. I have yet to see it, but the cast looks quite interesting.
That one stars, it stars Showroom Zombie. She's in everything he does.
She's awesome, though.
Yeah.
I see Dee Wallace, Meg Foster, Maria Conchita Alonso, Bruce Davidson, Barbara Crampton. B-movie lovers will know who that is.
Oh, yeah.
Young and the Restless fans will know who that is. And, Meg Foster, it's good to see her back.
Yeah, and that trailer just came up there this week online, and, in the trailer it actually says coming 2013. So, it's not coming out right away, but they have until December of 2013. You know, like it just got picked up by,
Zombie Make Us Wait.
Yeah.
It'll be worth it.
They just got picked up by Anchor Bay, I believe it was, for distribution after its viewing its world premiere at TIFF. So, it'll be interesting to see how that pans out. Any other news?
Somebody who's making a splash. Daryl Hannah was arrested yet again. This time she was protesting a oil pipeline. So, I believe it was her and a 78-year-old landowner were arrested. They stood on equipment on Eleanor Fairchild's Winsboro farm to halt attempts like building the Keystone 11 pipeline, which would bring crude oil from Alberta, Canada, to the Gulf Coast of Texas. A reported $7 billion pipeline. So I don't think she got anything done other than just being arrested.
I think she's keeping active.
Exactly, yes. 51. Good for her, good for her.
Good for her. So,
and last bit of tidbit news that I'm surprised that OJ's letting me read. A host for the Oscars has been announced, and it will be good. I mentioned this to a coworker of mine, and she had thought that he had hosted the Oscars already. Well, maybe I saw him on a roast. I said yes. He had hosted the Charlie Sheen roast. He made that much of an impression. He was fabulous on the season premiere of Saturday Night Live. The excellent, the incomparable Seth MacFarlane.
So do you think that Stewie's going to make an appearance?
Oh, more than likely.
And Quagmire and...
Quagmire, definitely.
You think he'll get his cohorts and do a little skit for it? Like, what's his name, that putty? What's his name?
Oh, come on. Put me on the spot again.
Well, see, this show's about movies on the TV, so that's why.
Oh.
Patrick Warburton.
There you go.
Yeah. So, with a little bit of Hollywood news, we're going to go to another little bit of a musical break as well. And I'm going to wet our whistle with some coffee and take a listen. That was, of course, Diamonds Are Forever. From, do you know which one, Catherine?
Diamonds. Moon? Ray? No?
No, it's Diamonds Are Forever.
Oh. See, you're more up on the Bond movies, as I just read there this morning, so I actually meant to go through all the Bond movies to see which ones I have seen, and I know I haven't seen them all, but I was reading E-Online's list of the best and worst 22 Bond movies. And their number one worst movie is my all-time favorite James Bond movie, which is Octopussy.
Oh, that's my favorite, too.
But they just talked about, how he goofs around in a gorilla suit and he kicks a policeman in the crotch, and more of a circus anyway, but...
I think that was one of the first Bond movies I saw.
I believe so. I think maybe that's why it's my favorite.
Yeah.
I just remember that Fabergé egg.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I remember I looked into it about all the different types of media that James Bond has been in, like all the films, the parodies. There's even a animated series called James Bond Jr., which actually was supposed to be his nephew, but of the same name. That's why he's Junior on there. But he also said there was some comic books. I remember even said in the Wikipedia, in the article, that Marvel was the ones that put out the comic book of James Bond. And it's like, I remember that. Like I remember having that. It wasn't even a graphic novel, because back then everything was in magazine size. Like it was a film adaptation Marvel magazine. So we can keep on talking for hours on James Bond, but I figure we continue on what we talked about last week, which is new releases this week.
Yes.
In theaters right now is
Taken 2.
Taken 2 with Liam Neeson and Maggie Grace and
Famke Janssen.
Yes, I pointed.
I'll teach you one day how to say your name.
She'll teach me how to say that name once. One of these days I'll learn. Another one that opened up this weekend too was Frankenweenie, which is based.
Yes, I do want to see that one.
Based off of Tim Burton, and it's directed by Tim Burton, off his first short film that he did. And this one's stop motion, like his Nightmare Before Christmas. And it's getting a lot of buzz. It's not going to be number one this weekend. I've already seen some estimations for the weekend.
Ooh, bless you.
Excuse me. But anyway, now, of course, the other one that is opening up this week, that opened up in last week, was Pitch Perfect.
Yes, I have been hearing good things about that.
Anna Kendrick is in it, and
Rebel Wilson
is in it. And it's when I first saw it, it actually looks like a Glee movie.
That's what it seems like, yeah.
But it's in universities or colleges, as they call them in the States.
And I know our cousin out in... We have a phone call coming in? Are we going to answer this?
I don't know. Let's go to a musical interlude first.
She said it was the best movie ever.
Best movie?
Ever.
So we're going to listen to a piece from Man with the Golden Gun. And of course that was Man with the Golden Gun. From, of course, Man with the Golden Gun. By Lulu.
Lulu? Really?
Yeah.
No way.
Yeah.
I've only ever seen her on TV. Sorry, again, this is a movie show, but I've only ever seen her on Absolutely Fabulous. I didn't know that she was a singer. I never knew.
Well, she did the song for To Serve With Love. It starred Sidney Poitier. Yeah. So, along with some previous news of released films this weekend. We also have some coming out next week, and one that comes out actually on Thursday to jump the gun, which is the new Ben Affleck movie, Argo.
Argo, yes, looks good.
And,
true story.
Yeah, it's a true story. If anyone saw the weekend before, or sorry, last weekend, Hotel Transylvania, Kevin James plays Frankenstein. And he's got a movie coming out next week called Here Comes the Boom. And he plays a teacher that gets into MMA. Another one that comes out, looks like a really good cast. It's 7 Psychopaths.
Yes, looks excellent.
Do you know who's in it?
Christopher Walken, Colin Farrell, Sam Rockwell. What is that girl's name? She was a Bond girl.
Olga
Kurylenko.
Yes.
She's a good Bond girl. I like her.
Yeah, I just put on Facebook my status last night at 3 o'clock in the morning that I finally watched every James Bond movie.
Yes, I was reading this.
Yeah, and it took me almost 4 years to watch Quantum of Solace, but I finally sat down and watched it. That was the last one.
It took you 4 years to watch Quantum? It's only been out for 3.
No, it came out in 2008.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, well maybe I just watch it too much. That is one of my favorites.
Yeah, because each time it would come on TV and I'd catch some of it, and I'd catch it about halfway. But
oh no, sorry, my bad. Casino Royale is my yeah.
That's a good one too. Another movie that got limited release this weekend. Don't know if we'll ever see it up north.
VHS?
VHS.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks good. It's an anthology of horror films. These guys go into his house to steal these VHS tapes, and all these VHS tapes are like horrible murders on them or paranormal activity happening on them or whatever, and it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
One of the other movies that comes out, there's another one too. I thought I printed off.
Come on now, OJ. Find it.
I'm trying to find it. I thought I had something here.
There you go.
I just handed something to my sister so she can talk about something later on. It's a movie called Sinister. And it comes out next week. And it stars Ethan Hawke. And he moves into a house that's there was a horrible murder in it and whatever. So it actually looks like he's a writer too. So it almost reminds me of 1408, if you've seen that one.
Yep.
But it's not that he's going to debug hauntings, whatever. It just comes to him, type of thing. Now, of course, aside from these releases coming soon and now playing and VHS, you'll probably be able to pick it up probably just for Halloween, the way things go right now, because people go on video demand and right to DVD, because there is one I want to talk about. I want to talk about it in a couple of weeks when we have a special guest in here, because he was involved with the movie of The Barons. With, of course, I don't have it printed off again, but it has a guy from, I think he plays Bill off of True Blood.
Come on.
Stephen
Moyer.
Moyer. And we actually have somebody that's hopefully...
Sometimes I think the only reason you wanted me on this show is because I know everybody's name.
You can, my sister's my autocorrect.
Now, I just want to, while we're talking about this VHS and sinister horror movies, I did see a trailer for, and again, when we go DVD use day,
yeah.
More than likely we may see it. I don't know. It's one starring Edward Furlong and Michael Berryman, where he's in a freezer. He locks himself in a meat locker.
Oh.
Have you seen this trailer?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
I wish I could remember the name of it. Again, I don't know. I know I'm unprepared, but it looks fantastic.
Just to make sure everyone remembers, you're listening to Real Music. I'm your host, OJ.
I'm Catherine.
And you're listening to us on, of course, CKLU.
96.7 FM.
Yeah, and you can, if you're not at home, you're probably listening to us streaming online at CKLU.ca. We tell you this because we know you're listening. And maybe you can just pass it word of mouth about the show and other shows that are on here on CKLU. And this is, of course, campus and community radio. And, of course, I handed my sister something, and now I'm going to get her to say something. There's an icon in Hollywood. Mel Brooks is being honored. Who is he being honored by?
AFI, with a Life Achievement Award.
Wow.
The long-reigning king of comedy. This is going to happen June 6, 2013. It will be a big gala tribute in LA, which will later be out on TNT.
That's cool.
Did we even get TNT up here?
I don't think so. I think Star or Showcase. I think Star will probably pick it up afterwards, but who knows?
Yeah, this will be interesting.
Yeah.
He's got a long and history career, and every so often I catch my dad watching a special with him, the HBO special, Mel Brooks and Dick Cavett together again, and it's quite hilarious.
Yes.
Yeah.
I always enjoy watching Mel Brooks movies because if you're down or whatever, you can.
Blazing Saddles always picks you up.
Yeah.
Harump. I didn't get a harump out of him.
Harump.
There we go.
So, yeah. So, Seven Psychopaths, Sinister. There's even another horror film coming out next week called Smiley.
Yes, I have heard about this. Yes, I wouldn't mind seeing that one.
Yeah.
Maybe it'll be like the time we went and saw House of a Thousand Corpses, where half the audience walked out.
Oh, that was hilarious.
The best birthday present to me. Everybody walked out of the theater.
So I'm just perusing through our song list, and I keep on forgetting that we have music. So I'm going to be playing. Oh, there it is.
A James Bond movie song.
Yes, it's actually the last track, or the last song, or last movie that as James Bond. And I'm just trying to confirm this right now. Hang on, hold your horses. And we can't play it. Okay, so we're gonna play another song.
I hope so.
From another Roger Moore movie that almost like it took it to the extreme of Bond and then went further. That is, of course, the 1979 film Moonraker. From, of course, Moonraker, starring Roger Moore. So, I figure, talk about some of the box office news. Like last weekend, Hotel Transylvania was number one. And it brought in about over $40 million in one weekend. Wow. Yeah, I know. And of course, the second place was like half of that, which is Looper.
Really?
Yes. So they're already saying that Taken 2 will be taken first, and probably over $40 million again. Now that we've gone past the September, which is like the slow month for box offices, we're getting into October, as well as it's leading up to not just the scary movies for near the end for Halloween, but it's also going to be going into like the Thanksgiving for the U.S., which they tend to release stuff prior to the weekend, and their holiday is like on a Thursday. I think it's the third Thursday of November.
Yeah.
So they have literally a 4-day weekend. Even though I think everything is closed on the Thursday.
I called him something, but I don't think we're allowed to swear.
No.
So I'll just say bleep, 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 bleep.
Yeah. We also have what's called Black Friday, which everything goes on sale and everything. And if you want to go,
mad rushes and crowds, and it's just mayhem.
Yeah. So you get a whole bunch of like sales and stuff like that.
And it's hilarious because everybody goes into that just in time for Christmas.
That's awesome.
Good for them.
But looking into the box office for last weekend, I came across the box office for James Bond.
Uh-huh.
And the number one movie for James Bond of unadjusted money was the last one, which was Quantum of Solace.
Oh.
And of course, your favorite was number 2, Casino Royale. And then Die Another Day, which was not, or was it? Anyway.
What, it was third?
Yeah, it was third. Die Another Day was third. And they all three of those ones have made over $160 million.
Wow.
Just the top three alone.
Yeah.
Now, everything else below that, it's under, like, I think, The World's Not Enough came in at 126, and then everything else, 125 and under. Like, the top 6, like GoldenEye just broke, it's 106 million.
I have to ask, where does Octopussy land on that list?
Octopussy lands actually number 8.
Hey, right on. So it's not the worst, so E has their list wrong.
Yeah. So, and they made 67 million. Now, of course, the song that we just listened to was Raker. And that was actually number 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Now, of course, this is the unadjusted. And what they mean by unadjusted is the fact that it's when you include inflation into it, like Avatar is the number 1 movie of all time.
Yeah.
But if you add inflation into it, Gone with the Wind is number 1.
Always will be in my heart.
Yes. So with adjusted for ticket price inflation, you'll never guess what was number 1.
You're right, I'll never guess.
You'll never get a guess. It's Thunderball.
Really?
Which was the 3rd James Bond movie.
This was Sean Connery?
Sean Connery.
Yeah.
And of course, the second. That was the 4th. Sorry, that was the 4th. Goldfinger was the 3rd one, and that's number 2 on the list.
Mm.
Now the Live and Let Die. You Only Live Twice, and Moonraker, and Die Another Day round out the top 5.
Wow.
Now, of course, I'm looking down the list. Number 9, Casino Royale, and number 12, Quantum of Solace.
Mm.
So it flips, like Dr. No, unfortunately, it was number 17, which is the first Bond movie from 1962. And it only came in at 17 with inflation of 151 million. Now, of course, it sits on the list of last of the unadjusted for inflation with 16 million. That's how you look at it,
Yeah.
And then when you go and you look at the unadjusted worldwide, it's Casino Royale. It's number 1.
Right.
And it's almost at 600 million. I say almost that, but it's not going to get any further unless they re-release it into theaters like they did with Finding Nemo.
Oh, Casino Royale 3D.
Can you imagine?
Can you? Oh, I can. Oh, just imagine that rope coming at you. Woo! No, that wouldn't be a good scene.
So, us talking about Casino Royale, I figure, you know what? I'll surprise my sister.
Hey!
I'll play the...
Not Chris Cornell.
We're going to play some Chris Cornell.
All right.
If I can come across it right now. There's only certain ones we can play, I really want to get into, playing score music, but because our intro already had the James Bond theme in it,
yeah,
You know,
you don't want to be too repetitive.
Yeah, so we're gonna play some Chris Cornell, even though it never made it to the top 40.
I don't think it was released as a single though.
It was on the soundtrack, so it's good enough, I guess. Eh?
It's a good song. Good song. Good movie.
So here is the intro credits song for Casino Royale. You Know My Name. That, of course, was You Know My Name from the movie Casino Royale. And it's by Chris Cornell.
I think you just said that.
I just said that, didn't I?
You do know his name.
Yes, I know his name. So, again, you're listening to CKLU 96.7 on your dial. You can dial us in also online. If you're ever away from the city, or you know people that might enjoy some community radio, you can dial us in on cklu.ca and just click the streaming from mobile, computer, or even like the radio. The website is still being updated. Soon we're expecting it. And of course, it's the top of the hour right now. It is sunny but cloudy outside. It's like I'm one of those radio people. So we're going to take I know we just came back from a song right now, but we're going to take a little bit of a break right now, pay some bills, and yeah.
Sounds good.
Yeah, it sounds good. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that.
Let's do it. Okay. And we're back. So as my sister takes the coffee break, I'm going to continue on with some movie stuff. Like I said, Skyfall comes out November 9th. And the Adele song, which premiered early yesterday morning, as in like after midnight.
Oh.
That, like, even though technically it was Thursday night.
Now, are we going to be able to have a listen to it today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I purchased this off of iTunes, so it's
for a good cause.
Yes. As long as you buy your music and not download it, and not download as in like download off iTunes, that's fine, because you're paying for it. Yeah. But, you know, no illegal download, stuff like that. You're paying for it, why not, you know? So Skyfall comes out, and it's the third Daniel Craig movie, and again, it's the third time director.
Ah, right on.
You know, not third time, but it's a third different director for Daniel Craig. Like the first one was directed by Martin Campbell, which did he did the Casino Royale, but he also did Pierce Brosnan's first one, GoldenEye.
So this is his third Bond movie.
No, because Martin
You're
Campbell's
very confusing.
Yes,
today.
I am. Mark Foster did Quantum of Solace, and now Sam Mendes, who did I believe it was American Beauty.
Yes.
He's directing a James Bond. And this took 4 years to get released. Like, not to get released, but like between this one and Quantum of Solace, it's been 4 years.
Yes, and 4 years too long, and now I gotta wait 4 weeks.
Now, of course, looking back at all the release dates for all the James Bond movies, it looks as if 6 years is the biggest gap. And, of course, I'm going to be pausing here. And, yeah, 6 years. Which just happens to be the difference between Timothy Dalton and Pierce Brosnan.
Yes, I was reading too. There was he was supposed to do. I cannot remember which one it was, but Timothy Dalton was supposed to do a last Bond movie. He was contracted to it. There was a huge lawsuit, and Timothy Dalton pretty much said, "Yeah, no, I'm not interested anymore."
No?
Nope. So they got rid of him.
I know that there is a documentary coming out. Well, it got released yesterday. It had I believe it was a UK theatrical release, and there's a website in the States called Epix, and they do these original documentaries, like they did Kevin Smith's Too Fat for 40. They did a William Shatner one as well. But it's all these original programming that they did for streaming online. And it's like a video on demand type of service in the States as well. And it's a movie called Everything or Nothing. the history of James Bond.
Okay.
So it takes for the 50 years of James Bond, and which is funny because I was looking at it, it's like that title sounds familiar, and it does because that was the name of it was the first original story, James Bond original story video game called Everything or Nothing. It had the likeness of Pierce Brosnan, because it was in that era of Pierce's tenure, as it were. And William Dafoe played the bad guy, Heidi Klum, and of course Judi Dench, who plays M in the films. She's been playing M since GoldenEye.
Mm-hmm.
So, and she came on to reprise the role. And of course John Cleese, who played Q in the last few Pierce Brosnan movies.
Yeah.
Now, of course, this new one,
Skyfall, we meet a young Q.
We meet his new, as it were, quartermaster, Q, with all the gadgets and the PPK
The Walther PPK.
Yes.
Yep.
It's an amazing what they tried to. I like how they fact that a lot of the movies of James Bond, they try to. I've noticed that in the older ones, they use a little bit of fantasy with their facts and based into to go into reality, like the evil genius trying to take over the world and all this here. And in the last few, they've actually tried to bring them down more into a reality based, almost like when they did Batman Begins.
Mm.
They made them so like it could happen, you know.
Yeah.
But with James Bond, there is secret agents out there that we don't know about as well, and so the storylines that the Daniel Craig movies are doing are more of a reality based. So that's why we haven't seen Q come into the story fold until now, because they're trying to work their way into it, type of thing.
And I have heard a few people complain that with the James Bond Skyfall poster, the international poster, a few people are complaining that he has a tiny gun.
Oh yeah, the PPK.
His gun seems a little smaller, so.
Yeah, because we got the standee. I've seen the standee for it, and he's just almost like he's like in mid-fall.
Yeah.
And the posters look like that as well. There's a banner of the classic gun barrel of James Bond, of him standing in it. And so yeah. So yeah. Okay, so we got a few more things to talk about. And just to remind you, you are listening to CKLU. This is Real Music with OJ.
And Catherine.
Coming up next at 2:30, it's a program called This Way Out. It'll be on at 2:30. So, just going to take a little bit of a musical break again, and we're going to listen to a track from the last James Bond movie, Quantum of Solace, which I believe the name of the song is called Another Way to Die, which is almost like a title for a James Bond movie anyway. But we're going to listen to this one. And it's from
Alicia Keys
and Jack White. I'm getting confused with Jack Black, even though you can't get those guys confused. So, here we go. So that was Another Way to Die from Quantum of Solace. And of course that was Jack White with Alicia Keys. That came out in 2008. The other thing that I almost passed up on was the upcoming DVDs for this upcoming Tuesday. We talked about it earlier that I won what we called the Barons, and it was because we're going to have still looking into getting some guests in to talk about their Rebel movies and how they got into it. And so The Barons stars True Blood star Stephen Moore, and that comes out on DVD this week, as well as Basket Case 3. I believe this is the DVDs. Prometheus comes out, which anybody that's seen the Alien movies, this is I don't want to give it a spoiler or anything, but it is
spoiler.
A prequel in a sense. Once you watch it, you'll know. The John Cusack movie, The Raven, finally comes out to DVD and Blu-ray. That came out just before the Avengers came out, and then it just died away because the Avengers are out. Another one that's coming out next week is the Singing Tom Cruise and Alec Baldwin, Rock of Ages comes out.
Don't bother.
So that comes out. It's coming with the extended musical edition.
I'm sorry, but if you want a good musical, go rent Grease.
Grease?
Yeah.
That's better than this one?
Yes.
Okay.
I would say.
I'd say go see Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Even better.
Yes.
Even better. And that time of year is coming.
Yeah.
Get a time warp.
Get the time warp going. So, of course, James is not here this week. James will be coming, showing up. He might be coming in next week.
We miss you, James.
Yes, and we know he's not listening, so.
Oh, well.
Yes.
We miss you anyway.
So, like I said, you're listening to CKLU, 96.7 FM on your dial.
Number one in your hearts.
Yeah, and CKLU.ca on your desktop. And you're listening to program Real Music with OJ and Catherine and MIA James. In a musical-related story, I wanted to bring this up. They are making a movie about Tim Buckley. And star of
Gossip Girl?
Gossip Girl, sorry.
Tim Badgley?
Yeah, he'll be playing the role of Tim Buckley. And it's called Greetings from Tim Buckley. And it actually looks like a pretty good good movie so far. He is a musician in his hobby life, and now it's taken on its own form. So this taking on a role of a musician might actually bring out the musician in him, so that once Gossip Girl is done, he can actually have another career if he doesn't have any other acting gigs. Another bit of news: Zombieland director has been tapped to direct the video game movie Spy Hunter, which has been a long classic with Midway Games, all the way back to the 80s. It's actually getting another video game. I think it's either this fall or early winter. And originally, it's so far back that it was originally set up at Warner Brothers with The Rock playing it. And now it's set up at Universal, I believe. No, it's still at Warner Brothers. And he'll be directing that hopefully soon. It was for years at Universal. That's where I was misreading it. And with Resident Evil director Paul Anderson was supposed to, and John Woo were involved at different points. Yeah, with The Rock attached to it. But again, The Rock did star in the video game of Spy Hunter, Nowhere to Run. So that'll be interesting to see if that ever develops up. I want to also bring up another movie that's been on the cult track, I guess. It's Ghostbusters 3.
Right on. They're finally gonna do it?
Well, they're trying to. Like, they've had Ivan Reitman, Dan Aykroyd, they've been working on a script
I've heard
for the past couple of years.
I've heard that Bill Murray doesn't
Well, first he was on board, then he wasn't, and now it looks like Ivan Reitman's going to try and reboot the franchise.
And then I heard Bill Murray was going to play Ghost, and he
like,
boys.
I think it was because of his, just from Zombieland. So he played a zombie of himself, you know. But that'll be interesting to see. Like, you bring in not just a younger cast, but bring up update the script to Larry, because when Ghostbusters first came out, it was the first, I like to call it, a Paranormal Activity type of movie.
It was the original Paranormal
Yeah,
Activity.
so they were going to reboot that, bring in some young blood type thing. They've already got some cast, some writers on board again to rewrite, to either rewrite it for a third, or have it ready for a reboot type of thing. So it'll be updated, as it were. Some more sequel news. Sin City 2 script is better, according to Mickey Rourke, who played. Do you know who he played?
It's been too long since I've seen it. He played really ugly guy.
Yeah. You know what? For the life of me, I'm trying to. Marv. That's it.
Okay.
And apparently, it's A Dame to Kill For. It's supposed to be starting up filming this November, after Rodriguez is done with his sequel to Machete, which is called Machete Kills, which we talked about that. Mickey Rourke is quoted saying, "I actually liked the script better, much better for this one." And he's always afraid to put on that makeup, because whenever you're putting on makeup that not just hides your face, it conceals it almost, even though it's trying to improve on it. He feels that it's more of a claustrophobia. Now this next piece is of news. It's not really a movie per se, but it seems like it could be put into a movie, and it's Jimmy Hoffa buried under Detroit house. So it seems that Jimmy Hoffa is buried under a suburban driveway in Detroit. So, of course, Jimmy Hoffa is the famous guy who disappeared in 1975, and his whereabouts, and what authorities believe may have been an organized crime hit, has generated thousands of leads, but no remains. Even people think that he's buried at Giant Stadium. You know. So yeah, you never know about these things. Of course, I'm running out of stuff, and of course, this is our James Bond themed episode, where we had all these stats about James Bond, and of course, I always run out of stuff to say. And of course, James Bond comes out next month, and they start filming, I believe, next year on the next one, which is only called Bond 24. Anytime they go into production on these things, they always call it whatever number it is. And James Bond just happens to be 50 years, the franchise.
Did you say Bond 24?
Yeah.
Wow. I can't wait.
Yeah.
I got the countdown going already.
So, yeah.
Sorry to interrupt your flow there.
Yeah,
but
now I can't remember what I was going to say. And
they name every Bond movie a number?
Yeah, just before they go into production. And as they're in production, they don't even give out the title when they're doing it. Like, Skyfall came in probably about a month after they started filming. They started doing, because they knew it was coming out for the 50th anniversary, they decided to do video blogs during production.
Yeah.
So there's still stuff going up right now. There's a nice one up there right now, because Albert Finney is in the new one as well. Yeah. And
now I should come on 4 weeks.
Yeah, so they talked to a bunch of people, even like in the they've got a museum in London that is dedicated to like pieces of James Bond, as well as it's going to be coming to the Toronto TIFF Lighthouse.
Lighthouse?
Yeah, and it's on I believe it's on October 26th. I don't know until when. It might be until Skyfall comes out, but I don't know. So if anyone's down there and they're big James Bond fan, they happen to be down there, take a look at it, and maybe take some photos, post them up on our Facebook page.
Please.
And yeah. So anything else you want to add?
I wanted to ask about speaking of movie numbers. Here I go. And you know, like there was in the Subway Star today. Oh, it might have been last week. This movie 43. Have you seen anything on it? I clicked on the trailer and it wasn't available in our region.
Yeah.
It was a Red Band trailer,
Yeah.
but
from what I've read about it,
11 directors.
Yeah, it's all spoof.
Oh, okay.
So what's his name there? Sudeikis from Saturday Night Live's in it. Justin Long.
Too many people in it.
Yeah, there's too many people. Just that one image I saw. I think I saw the same clip. Has them. It had I think it was Maggie Grace as Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman type character. It was funny because seeing Justin Long in that he was wearing his Robin outfit.
Robin-ish.
Yeah, but the thing is though, a few years back, he and Sam Rockwell did a short. I don't know if you can find it on Funny or Die or somewhere on YouTube, but it's Robin's first date. And it was Justin Long as Robin going on his first date, and of course Sam Rockwell plays Batman, and he plays a chaperone. So
in this one, movie 43, I think Jason Sudeikis plays a Superman-esque.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think he is 43 maybe, I'm not sure.
Who knows? So it's getting down to running out of stuff to talk about.
Well, no, there was another one I was gonna... Can't quite put my hand on it, though.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's almost the witching hour, too, I believe.
Yeah, and I promised this, and people are gonna...
I can't wait. It's a premiere of Adele, Skyfall, from the upcoming James Bond movie.
Yeah, and it's on Real Music.
With OJ and...
Catherine.
96.7.
96.7 FM.
www.cklu.ca. You're getting pretty good at this.
You're bringing it. You bring the game.
Up a couple of these spots that are coming up.
So, and here is Adele, Skyfall.